Before we get in the video, please like, make sure to subscribe, turn on your notifications, go ahead and leave a comment below, and click on the how you can help, which brings up the Family Friendly Game website and gives you lots of ideas how you can help us. Thank you. Hey everybody, how y'all doing? I hope you're doing awesome. If you don't know, then you need to be told. I am Paul Burry, Family Friendly Gaming, doing another Twitch live stream for IX Monstrum Nox, and of course this will be transformed into a video. So, make sure chat's working. We're about ready to finish chapter 8. I hope. So, yep, looks like chat's working.
Still got your strings tangled. Thought you'd be glad you got your memories back.
It was still a shock.
Yes. And perhaps if I had remembered sooner.
Something's going on up here. Oh, thump thump. Your sight goes dim, your breathing becomes arduous, and you're unable to move.
This is just like
it's just like before. Why now?
Hang on, Adol. It seems worse this time.
Look, isn't that the same light?
There's no mistaking it.
Oh?
It is the light that appeared when Shadowlord faded away.
This can't be happening.
But why? Adol, you can't go! It's not fair.
This way, Crimson King! Quickly!
Aprilis? How are you here?
It doesn't look like a trick.
Dad? What are you doing here?
You must hurry. There's not much time. Take the Crimson King over to the next room. There's also something I need all of you to do for me.
Hey, Mr. Cat Streams. Thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hopefully you're doing awesome. Hopefully you're doing well. What's happening in the clone?
What is this place?
There's so many Aprilises.
Is it Aprilises or Aprillis High?
Believe it.
This is the place where Zola first succeeded at making a homunculus.
That's right. You're one too.
The reason Zola turned to alchemy was so he could revive me. So he could revive Saint Rosita.
Oh.
What?
I'm sure you all have many questions, but our first priority is saving the Crimson King's life.
We can save him?
What's the deal with him anyway?
Normally, homunculi are born as children. That's why all of you have proper childhoods.
That's true.
Oh.
I wouldn't necessarily call them.
But he was an experiment to create an identical adult replica. And because of that, his body is unstable.
Well, stability is important.
If we do nothing, then the Crimson King will disappear forever, just as Shadowlord did.
Isn't there anything we can do?
There's not enough time to create an entirely new body. However, there is another way.
Oh. Hey, that's the end of chapter 8. We finished chapter 8. Woohoo! Now we're getting into chapter 9. What is happening? You're me. It's nice to finally meet you.
It's our first time meeting, but it doesn't feel that way. It's like you and I have been connected all along. You felt it too, haven't you? I envy you for all of your adventures. What a life. The danger. When was the last time you slept in peace? Why keep doing it? Why do you still want to be an adventurer?
Because the companies... They want to make more money from sequels?
Yeah, it does. If you don't light a fire, it'll never go out. If you don't make decisions, you'll never be hurt. But you'll never be deterred. You'll keep going until your last breath escapes you.
Okay.
In you, there lies a hope that guides you and everyone around you toward their dreams.
That's what I plan to do.
I thought so. I have a favor to ask.
A favor?
I wish I could.
Does it involve bacon?
I'm afraid I'm running out of time. Still, I can't let it end here. Adventures are still waiting for us.
Okay.
So I ask you this. Take my power and my soul. Take them with you on your journeys. Adol Kristen.
Does that mean the real Adol becomes a Monstrum Nox, or? A bit confused. What is happening? Final chapter, Monstrum Nox.
You're awake. Yes. It was Dr. Noah's first time performing this procedure, so he cautioned me of its risks. I thought it best to stay and be sure you were all right.
Okay.
Incidentally, I believe this is the first time we've spoken, Adol Kristen.
Yeah.
Then you must be aware of what happened to you.
Adol the Red certainly is perceptive.
The doctor? Yep.
Dr. Noah.
The adventurer Adol Kristen and his homunculus, the Crimson King.
Haha. Haha. Yeah.
Within you resides both of their souls. To be precise, you were originally one person. Now you've become...
Hey. Don't bite my leg. No.
Do you feel the Crimson King's consciousness and the power you inherited? So that's what happened.
A conversation between souls during fusion.
Come on, princess.
Fascinating.
Dr. Noah is Zola's assistant, but he has since joined our cause. He was the one who fused both of your souls into a single body.
Okay.
Forgive me, but this was the only way to save the Crimson King's life.
You gotta let me grab it first. Ow! Ow.
No.
Made me whack my arm.
Zola is an exceedingly cautious man, but his primary concern now is his research. My extracurricular activities will be of little consequence to him, for the time being. Now that Adol has awakened, we must begin preparation.
Yes, Dr. Noah is right. I was planning on telling you after everyone had
Okay.
arrived.
I can wait, I guess.
And it seems that time has
Oh,
come.
everyone's here.
Adol!
It's good to see the procedure was a success.
I can't hear the game in here over you, Noah. I still can't hear the game over you, Noah.
I suppose introductions are in order.
That's right. That makes this the first time we've met, right, Al?
That's right.
I didn't think you could do something like that.
At least I've got something to show for leaving home.
Can't wait to hear all about it.
Long story short, you're the same Adol we've always been friends with. Thank goodness.
Yes. My worries have been assuaged.
Good. Glad the doll's not worried.
You didn't call us just for this welcome back party, did you?
Nope. Good job, Hawk.
Before I get to it, there is something I need to tell you all. It concerns Zola, the one who created all of us homunculi.
About time you told us who he is and how you two know each other.
That man. No. The alchemist, Zola.
Is what?
He was a young noble who served Rosvita during the 100 Years' War.
Anemona.
You've regained more memories?
Yes. Some returned when I saw this room.
Ah.
If Zola served under Rosvita, then they must have known each other a long
Yep.
time.
That reminds me. There was a guy standing next to the saint in that painting. Is that the guy you're talking about? He's just a kid now.
Yes. The 100 Years' War was also a proxy war between the gods. Glia had the blessing of Grimnir. Ritai was blessed by Luki.
False gods.
But the roaring flames of human war eventually ignited the realm of the gods. Divided between the two sides, a war of their own erupted. Ultimately, Grimnir and Luki both fell at the other's hand.
Is this the Twilight of the Gods from the Norse religion?
Yes. Because of that war, the gods that once blessed Glia perished.
Then what is the Grimwald Nox?
You said the gods used the Grimwald Nox to contain and purge the monsters.
Even without the gods, the Grimwald Nox still creates monsters from human emotions. So now, it falls on humans to eradicate the monsters born from them. But after the 100 Years' War, many Glians were overcome with grief. The monsters manifested from them could no longer be contained by humans alone.
What happened then?
That is when Zola intervened. After I was executed, he resigned from the military and returned home. He secluded himself and became engrossed in his research to the point of obsession.
Obsession.
So that was when he began learning alchemy.
But why did he do that?
To bring her back, duh.
Thought you were smarter than that, kid.
Papa wanted to revive Rosvita. He respected her as both his commander and the woman he loved. He sold his land and used his inheritance to devote his life to his research. He would often isolate himself in his lab for days at a time. The outcome of his blood and tears was...
It was me. I was born from his work.
Okay.
Such a sad reason. Yeah. I never would have guessed.
Zola then reappeared from isolation as an alchemist.
Hey, Nukes Jr., thanks for the follow. Hopefully you're doing well.
He proposed a plan to the Glian royal family, who was overwhelmed by the Grimwald Nox.
So that...
Only beings of exceptional strength and skill are capable of suppressing the Grimwald Nox. They are doing the gods' work, quite literally after all. Zola's proposal involved the creation of a homunculus army. The Glian royalty, out of time and other options, accepted his proposal.
So that's how he built all of this.
As you know, homunculi are created by replicating existing humans. When the royal family sought candidates in secret, a handful of people volunteered. Yes. The volunteers were my comrades who fought alongside me in the 100 Years' War. You are the homunculi of the heroes preserved here in this lab. The homunculi who have been slaying the Lemiris in secret, maintaining peace in Glia.
And centuries of this conflict brought us to today.
Yes. If the homunculi warriors were injured or killed, new ones were created. Zola even transferred his own soul into homunculi in order to continue his research. Then he gave his warriors gifts that bound them to this land.
That explains what the curse is.
Hmm.
I had no...
Why were we adopted or given to orphanages then? Was that the case for all of our predecessors?
No.
Hey there.
Zola and I raised the homunculi ourselves. 15 years ago, Zola disappeared.
Uh-oh.
Your predecessors had perished, and you were all much too young to fight. That is why I made the decision to suppress the Grimwald Nox alone. I had no other choice but to entrust you to the people of Balduc.
So you've been fighting alone then?
So then, what has Zola been doing?
Shortly before he left, he said he had discovered a breakthrough in his research. I've no doubt it's the magnum opus he was speaking of, and he's still working on it.
There's one more thing that doesn't add up. Where did you come from? Saint Rosvita was tricked by Bertai's army and burned at the stake. So explain to me how the hell...
Kratos right. Our bodies were preserved.
Papa can fabricate more than just objects and flesh. He can fabricate human souls as well.
Oh.
I do remember him saying that. My soul was the first prototype that he successfully fabricated, using the doll belonging to Rosvita as a relic. Papa placed my soul into it.
Huh?
Yes. I had this, but he had a reason.
He needed to put the soul into something I held dear to learn more about my past. From the memories he learned from Anemona and a lock of my hair, I was created.
What?
Now you're telling us he can create people from nothing but memories and hair?
That's a lot of power for one man.
Right?
Guess we gotta go stop him.
Now we know why Aprilis and the rest of us were created. But what about Adol?
It must have something to do with Zola's magnum opus.
I don't have the answer to that question, but Zola has a deep desire for Adol's copious experience as an adventurer.
Could it be possible that the strange monsters and primordials we have witnessed in the prison were designed based on Adol's past adventures?
Aha.
You've got quite the fan, Adol.
I suspected that was the case. And if Adol says so, then it must be.
It must be.
I'm worried.
Worried about what?
Isn't there anything we can do to stop Zola?
Why don't we stop
There are
him?
many things I need to ask him. And nobody knows where he is. There's also the matter of a certain event that's about to happen.
And what?
Balduc will soon be hosting its Victory Day festival for the 100 Years War.
Victory Day.
It is an annual event. A day that celebrates Rosvita and the reclamation of Balduc.
About that time of year again, huh?
Nope. Sorry.
I suppose
Sorry,
we're
girl.
too busy to remember.
You wanna come here? Say hi to everyone? Nope.
But what does the festival
Hi.
have to do with anything?
Yep. Hi there.
The scars left by the 100 Years War still run deep through this land.
Thanks for my kisses.
Once every year, the Grimwald Nox becomes the more dangerous ultimate Grimwald
boy.
Nox.
Even more dangerous?
That's bad news.
Now that is a celebration.
Of course you could, Hawk.
Victory Day is in 3 days.
We do not have much time.
Zola is a threat, but the ultimate Grimwald Nox is a more immediate
Yeah, we'll have to do that
concern.
first.
Before that time comes, you should all take this chance to return to the city and rest.
Alright, let's return to the city.
Do that. I'm exhausted. Mentally.
Yeah, we've all been through a lot. I could use a night to let this all...
I will investigate the Grimwald Nox and Zola's. You'll hear from me if I discover. Until then,
No, I do spend them.
Not often.
I just spent twice tonight already. In an effort to ease citizens' concern of the night's revolt, many Roman soldiers were assigned to assist the preparations. 3 days came and went, and before long, Balduc was ushering the start of the Victory Day celebration festival. Even then, there was still no word from Aprilis. What are we supposed to do now? Victory Day Festival has now arrived. Did something happen to Prillis? I don't know, but she's never this late. Yeah, she puts on a stoic facade while she's working herself to the bone. Dad might know where she is. Where is Dr. No at the present? Your guess is as good as mine. Of course. Waiting around ain't my style. Ah, it appears you're all here. Parks. Got some recreation there, Parks? Looks like our warden friend pulled through. Things have quieted down outside. With the nights revolting and all, things could have gotten out of hand quick. It sounds like these when festivals are the most propitious. Doggy and I went for a little stroll and observed high spirits all across the city. Must confess we've reassessed my opinion of my dear warden. Really? Guess he's a hard worker. I still can't go over the fact that I couldn't tell you weren't the real Adel. Who would have thought that you were a homunculus the whole time? Well, I know. Every time something like this happens, I convince myself I'll never be surprised again. And then lo and behold, you find a way of surprising me. Adel must have been a homunculus by the time I first met him. Speaking of which, I looked into the man named Marius you informed me about. I was very pleased to learn that he was indeed the friend that I've been searching for. Wow, good for you, Parks. It was with Adel in prison, right? Yes, but unfortunately our current situation curtails me from going to see him. If that's so, then this is of great importance that our objective is successful. Does that mean you're leaving? I would never do something so churlish as leave without repaying my debt. Moreover, I wouldn't miss witnessing you all save the city for the world. Don't scare me like that. Well, we still haven't heard from Aprillius yet. Want to enjoy a stroll around the city? A little break couldn't hurt. A break? Yeah, that's a good idea. The entire city's out and about right now. It's worth taking a look at it. So there's nothing to be gained by waiting around here. I do not object. Also, the bulletin board looks like it's filling up again. You could kill two birds with one stone and get some requests out of the way too. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to do that. All right, and then let's quit kicking our heels and get going already. ... Yes. So it looks like they're following the exact same form every single chapter now. We have to go do some quests to unlock something to then further the story. Oh, wait, an urgent request came in. It's on the bulletin board. Have a look before we go. All right. Also, someone join the crew while you're out. Why don't you say hello? Hello. Adel and Crimson King's items have been consolidated. Okay. Hey. Well, my rustiest, this is your secret fortification, huh? You told me this place before. Thanks for busting me out of prison, by the way. I wouldn't be here if you hadn't. Glad you say. Yeah, I'm glad you are too. What happened, but are you really the self-same Rusty? If you are, then I've got no qualms about working together with you. There's a little matter of my personal mission I need to carry out. Maybe I'll tell you about it one day. Fare thee well, Rusty. Rusty's medicated ointment. Alright, so he's joined. Shiny.
Sure thing. So,
Are we done even? I don't remember. Guess not. Okay.
what do you want to make?
Level that up.
That's alright. Let's do this. What do you think?
I think it's getting tougher.
Leave it to me. That's alright.
Alright, that's all we can do right now.
Let's do it. Good work.
Yeah, I'll upgrade when I fight the Grimwald Nox. Oh, we can fast travel again. Goody. Fast travel time. Oh, we're at an event. I didn't realize we're at an event. I was like gonna try to save. It's a family. Wow, the streets are really getting pretty busy. I'll surely be far busier once the night market opens up. Yeah, if only this wasn't happening, then we could go enjoy ourselves. But it appears the Roman garrison is keeping watch over the city. I doubt the knights will put anything big while the soldiers are in command. Well, it is what it is, given all that's occurred. You'd never guess the ultimate Grimold Nox was on its way, looking at all this. Yeah, you said it. Must not let our guard down. Stay mindful of the lemurs. Smart and save. We are in the final chapter. The final countdown. Some landmarks over there. Oh, there's a grandma thingy over there. Final disposition. Let's go find out about his father's son. Should be up here. Aha! There we go. Place looks fancier every time I walk in. Guess it's not all that when you're living on big doctor salary, though. Well, Jules, let's go see what your mom has to say. Yeah. I'm back. Just a second. I'll be right down. Well, she's a homunculus, too. Well, look at you, Jules. You brought all your little friends home with you. Come in. Oh, you'll have to forgive me for not telling you that. That's okay. Sorry for not telling you we were coming. Oh, your mom's just the sweetest, isn't she? I'm jealous. Sweet? Is that what you call it? Yes. Yes, I would. Oh, yes, I did spot someone in the town who looked just like your father. But it didn't take long before I lost him in the crowd. I don't want to disappoint you if it turned out to be mistaken, Jules. That's why I didn't mention it. I hope you can forgive me. It's nothing to be sorry about. I said, how did you know I saw someone who looked just like my father in the first place? I figured I had nothing to lose asking the monster for help, but... well... Oh, I get it. It's how powerful our mother-son bond is, isn't it? Yes, that's true. Yeah, sure. More importantly, this man you saw was over in the Central District, right? Yes, that's right. I believe he was just on his way out of Belduc Cathedral. But there are so many people there, I ended up losing track of him. If I'll go down, the biggest mistake of my life. Boo-hoo-hoo. I see, so there truly are people out there who cry boo-hoo-hoo. Boo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Anyways, Dr. Noah really did leave from the cathedral. Right, all we have to do is ask if someone saw him there. Let's go, Adol. Well, let's go. Oh, and Jules, dear. If you happen to run into your father, I promise you won't force him to come back. Well, why? Because I trust him. Your father would never leave us without a good reason. I may not know what or why exactly, but that much I can say for sure. There's no way you can know that. Oh, but I do. I'm much more perceptive than I look, you know? You should never underestimate a mother. Especially not yours, young man. Now promise me, Jules, right? Now we gotta figure out where to teleport to. Hey, Dithenia, thanks for the follow. Appreciate you. Hopefully you're doing well. This is about the Cathedral of the Hieroglyph Church. Right, in last place that Jules' father, I mean Dr. Noah, was seen coming out of. Oh, good to see you again. Hey, how you doing? Dithelian? I'm gonna have trouble with your name. Dithelian? Is that right? Ah, Father Ralph. Thank you for coming. How's life treating you? What's new? Seems you brought Credo. Humph. Let's move somewhere more private for a discussion, shall we? We shall. Yes, I know Dr. Noah well. He's the one who would call it. Whenever worshippers fell ill, however, I regret that I don't know if he's come to the cathedral lately. That's okay. Sister Mel, would you happen to know anything? I'm not sure if he's the same person you're looking for. This is IX Monstrum Nox. That's what this game is. Anything else about him by any chance? He came by asking to see some old medical records. Yeah, we're in chapter 9, the final chapter. The church keeps all its records from the past, you see. Like Boxy, you see. I remember him because I thought it was such an unusual request. After I procured them for him. Hey, princess, thanks for coming by and saying hi. How you doing, girl? Thanks for my kisses. Sounds a lot like Dad. And where did he go after that? That was another peculiar thing. He said he had business at the ancient shrine. You gonna go to the ancient shrine? You gonna join us? I thought he seemed like a doctor, and maybe he was an archaeologist. An ancient shrine? Maybe the Norse shrine. The Norse. Yeah, most likely we've been there before. Okay then, time to relive some fond memories. Hey, Yufa. Mom said we didn't need to force him home, right? Right. Then our work's done, isn't it? We already know he's alive. We're not going to force anyone to do anything. We're so close, you can't quit while you're ahead of this, Jules. Like BOTW shrine? I don't know. I don't know what kind of shrine this is. Maybe it's like the Shriner shrine. Probably like an old shrine. Ancient people. Who all... You two need to have a heart. We playing tug? Oh, I'm playing tug with her now. Wasn't that one of your nails in your coffin? Oh, nails in the coffin. Oh, Breath of the Wild? Yeah, I guess it would be kind of like Breath of the Wild shrines. Now I think about it. Now what are we doing? Yep, we're going there. We're going to the shrine. Something happened over here. Oh, hi, buddy. We found the guy's father. We're not going in the shrine.
Jules, how did you know I was here?
Detective work. Call me, Sherlock.
Is there something you all needed to speak with me about?
Yes. Shawn Michaels is right behind you, and he wants to give you some sweet chin music. You explained that Pamela had been searching for him ever since she saw him in the city.
It's been a long time.
We built this city on rock and roll.
Either way, you know Mom's never going to stop looking for you.
Ah, so she did see me. I should have been more discreet.
Wear a disguise.
If you don't mind me asking, Dr. Noah, what are you doing here?
Yep.
Ah, right.
I guess this guy's been gone for a while.
On it is a record of diseases throughout history. I came to see if I could find anything useful.
You're looking up diseases to see if it's useful. Okay.
Oh, I see. You were looking for a way to cure Jules.
What?
Am I really that transparent?
Oh, he was. She's right.
Still, this might be a good opportunity for me to explain everything to you all.
What are you gonna explain?
You deserve to know what happened.
He got sick, and he's in a wheelchair. Hey, they're really not mowing though around here like it should.
Long before I knew anything about homunculi, I came to learn of an institution that fostered war orphans. That was where I first met you.
Okay.
Yes. Aprilis had entrusted the four of you to that orphanage. She couldn't take care of you on her own. It was her last resort.
That's understandable.
Indeed. It was in that orphanage where we met Jules. You should have seen how happy Pamela was. After all, she couldn't bear children of her own.
Mom couldn't have children?
Nope, so she didn't have you. 7 years ago. I never figured out what that means. Oh, it's a.
Unfortunately not. But I know that she loved
It's
you
a passage
more.
of time, but I don't remember
The years
exactly how
after
much.
we adopted you were the happiest of our lives.
I'd have to look it up. It's been a long time since I studied that. But it's something that they used back in the day.
Became ill. It devastated.
Kind of like they used to sign everything in the year of our Lord.
That's when I promised her that I would find a cure for you.
Dad.
One day, in my desperate search to find a treatment, a man approached me.
Was it Professor Xavier?
That man was an
Oh,
alchemist named
so
Zola.
close. I thought you were gonna say it was a mutant.
He told me who he was and asked for my help in his alchemy research.
I mean, it's some kind of passage of time 7 years ago. I don't remember what scores were. Hey, honey, do you remember what scores are?
It was then.
Score, like 4 scores and 7 years ago. Do you remember what a score is? Isn't it passage of time? Oh, I have to look it up.
I thought that if I helped him, I would eventually find a way to cure your disease.
I had no idea. But why did you have to
Why don't you just give him a new body?
The hero you were created
He's a
for
clone. I
has
mean,
the same disease as you.
oh,
I surmised that the hero's body would lead me to more clues about the disease.
oh, that makes sense. I get what's going on.
However, Zola kept a firm grip on his research. As a condition for becoming his adjutant, I was forbidden from leaving the prison.
Ah,
Dad.
It's not your fault, Jules. Being sick isn't ever anyone's fault.
that's true.
Believe me, my deepest regret is leaving you and your mother without saying goodbye.
Unless you do something to make yourself sick. I mean, you know, staying out in the rain in the
There's
winter
something you've been wanting to say,
could be a
isn't there?
reason to make yourself
You
sick.
don't have to wait anymore. Yufa.
Dad. To tell you the truth, there were many things I wanted to say to you when I saw you again.
Oh, when will I see you again?
How much I despised you. How much I hate.
Hmm.
But now, how could I say any of those things?
But you just did say them. I'm confused. How could I ever say this? You just said it.
Thanks, Dad. For taking care of me. For being my dad.
The best Father's Day present ever.
And for trying to find a cure for me. Thank you.
That grass is freaking me out. Look at it. It just kind of wave. You see that? It's like just doing circles, the two grass pieces. By the guy's hand over his right shoulder. The guy gave him a hug. Anyway. Sorry, got distracted by a shiny object.
As a doctor, it would be imprudent of me to be too optimistic. But I'm progressively coming to understand your disease. There's still a chance for a cure. I will do everything in my power to save you.
Okay. Well, that was a heartfelt, heartwarming moment. Moving on.
Good thing you two finally hashed it out. Hey, by the way, what kind of research were you helping Zola with exactly?
Exactly.
I was looking for ways to extract memories from a person's soul.
Okay.
That research allowed me to create the primordials and monsters from Adol's memories.
Interesting.
I imagine Zola plans on taking this research even further.
Even further.
Huh.
But what about Shadowlard?
What's he gonna do?
I thought you two were working together.
You must mean how Shadowlard gathered those with desirable talents in the prison. That was Zola's plan all along. He was merely using Master Shadowlard. Zola was the one who truly needed them.
Oh.
In spite of that, he rarely shows himself in the prison nowadays. I'm afraid even I don't know what he planned on doing with them.
Whatever it was, I'm sure it wasn't anything.
How do you know?
Zola is an unforgiving man, if his treatment of Shadowlard was any indication. But if you asked me if he were evil, I wouldn't be able to tell you. He sincerely believes his actions are just, regardless of the implications.
I mean, he's a whack job, the kind you stay away from.
That may be true. I admit, I had my fair share of blame for your hardships, Monstrums. For that, I apologize.
I forgive you.
I understand that an apology alone is not enough for me to be forgiven.
Okay.
But I will work to set things right.
All right.
Dad.
I'll go see your mother soon, Jules. You have my word. My son is fighting his best even when sick. It's only right that I work just as hard.
Okay.
After it's all over, we'll go back to how it was. You, me, and your mother.
Once he's dead, then if you take too long.
Crimson King. No. At all. Zola is profoundly fascinated with you. You have no reason to trust me. But I suggest that you be careful.
Okay. I'll be careful.
Now then, it's nearly sunset. I'd better return to the prison. You'll have to excuse me.
Dad?
Yes.
I mean, this prison has more, like, holes in it. People, like, come in and out of this prison so often.
Hey, good for you.
It's hilarious.
Yeah,
Yeah, thanks.
I should thank you guys.
Okay, you're welcome.
We're all happy for you, Jules. Your dad is a good person after all.
Uh-huh.
I believe there is much I can learn from him as well.
Yeah, he's all right. Can we go back to town now?
Yes. Yes, we can. I hope. I see. So it wasn't your father I saw after all. Unfortunately not. I could have sworn I caught a glimpse of him, face and all. Must have been mistaken. I suppose it's time I finally throw in the towel on this. Oh, now don't be so glum, chums. Don't know how it all went, of course, but I imagine I can hazard a guess. Your father just isn't quite ready to see me yet, is he? Mom, thank you for humoring me, Jules. The same goes to the rest of you as well. It isn't much, but I'd like to have this. Is it a roll? Oh, defense elixir. Appreciate your kindness. Of course, sweetie. Think of nothing of it. And I suppose I have to get back to cooking. See? I'm working on a special little festival day treat for everyone. I may stop by to deliver it later, so try to spoil your appetite. We won't. Thanks again, Miss Noah. Need to find an arc. Ever since my dad said he'd come home someday, I've been keeping it from my mom, but I guess she figured out that we were hiding something from her anyway. Seems so. Call it mother's intuition. I wonder if that means Dr. Noah might be able to come home sooner than he thought. With a wife that I understand, I bet she'd be fine with all the alchemy stuff. I'm not sure about that. I hear that. Either way, whether or not he does is entirely up to him. So when I take Mom's feelings into account, that things get a little more complicated. Yeah, I know what you mean. In any event, now we've reported back, shall we attend to our remaining matters?
That takes care of that.
Quest complete. Still got another red one here, so what's that about? Oh, we gotta talk to Freaky Guy. Freaky Guy. Good day, everyone. Have you given the bulletin board one once over recently? Yes, does mean request talking about Shadow's legacy? Legacy, what do you mean? I found the answer in this letter I received from the client. Wait, who's the letter addressed to? To the Dandelion, my dear. Though you reserve a modicum of skepticism. I suppose you can start for yourselves. Something in the letter, you read it. Dear Monsters of Balduke, firstly, thank you for considering my single humble proposal. The Master and Commander left behind a legacy of homunculi of exceptional individuals. I simply ask you to eliminate them. Their existence will inevitably disrupt the order of the world, but you should understand. I have faith in your judgment and will be just. You want to destroy all the homunculi? Who sent this? It's anonymous, but one thing's for sure, they know way too much. Who could it be? People who know too much, that comes to mind. But it doesn't add up. It could be in the Hieroglyphic Knights, currently captivated the Roman garrison, otherwise not expect anyone else. Edel, darling, it's up to you to decide. If you decide to follow through with it, be careful, it must certainly be dangerous. We will think, Shantae. We'll never find out who it is unless we take a look. I don't really care who it is, but you'll all be mincemeat without me. Okay. There are ways to go. Oh. There you go.
Something's here.
I wish I could teleport to that one. See if mid gets me where I want to go. You go down there. Hey, Kevin Hernandez, how you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that. Come on. Guys, timing is right.
Leave it to me. My turn.
It's my turn.
Oh, she got charged up. Okay, we're done Half-Life. I just want to get camera angle better. Got him, got him. Hey, thanks, Kevin. I think I should, yeah. Got him. Level up. We got him. We leveled up.
Let's go. My turn. Slaughter them! Charge complete.
Almost got
Let's
this
make
guy.
quick. Slaughter them! Charge complete. Let's make this quick. Slaughter them! Charge complete. Let's make this quick. Take this! Charge complete. Let's make this quick. Pierce through!
Yeah, missed.
I suggest you charge complete. Let's make this quick. Switch!
Okay, where?
I think there's something here.
We gotta go to the right. Okay, up this room.
I think there's something here.
No. And back here.
Something's there.
Aha! Somewhere new. They never get any less creepy no matter how many times we come. Why, we were born in those things, you know? It doesn't make it any better. Those homunculi are all the remaining products of Shadowlar's work. Each an identical clone of human with exceptional strength, intellect, or status. Request call for their disposal. Would destroying their containers suffice? Hold on a second. I get that these homunculi were created for war and all, but they're technically still alive, right? It's not easy to get rid of them. Not to mention we still don't know who the client is. Like I care. What do you suppose we do with them? Well, you're asking me? It's not like I would know. What do you think, Adel? That's one dilemma. Is it really, though? It sounds like you still can't bring yourself to accept the truth, but open your eyes and this whole dilemma becomes that much easier. Good to see you again, Monstrums, and as for you, Adel, it's been a while. You're the guy from before. You can just call me Marius, and I'm an acquaintance of Adel there. I see now, you're the one Adel was working with in the prison. Then that means you're Park's friend, too. So you're a mysterious client. That's right, I am. You're an adventurer, Adel Kristen. You of all people should understand. These homunculi were made from luminaries of all sorts, Gillian, Roman alike. There's no telling what kind of evil they could be used for outside these walls. What are you trying to say? I'm saying that these are people of extraordinary talent and skill. Every one of them has the potential to plunge this world into chaos. Chaos? Besides, homunculi shouldn't even exist in the first place, so that's what's we don't want them in the end. Let me give you a hint. What did you do? It disappeared. Each of these containers comes with an emergency failsafe installed. One that, when activated, makes certain that its contents are properly discarded. Then the other containers? You've already activated that failsafe for them too? No, stop this. Oh, they gone. We're completing the mission even though we didn't mean to. Oh, thanks for the donation, Kevin. I missed that, sorry. How could you? What I'm doing is unforgivable, believe me, I know that. But as someone who wishes for peace on this continent, I can't let this go on.
What?
No, there isn't. If anyone else stumbled in this facility, nothing good would come of it. Desperate times call for desperate measures, right? But he hardly even gave it a second thought. Just who is he exactly?
Now then, Monstrums, what do you say we finish up my request?
What? But you already killed all of the homunculi.
There's just one more to go. This one.
You cannot mean...
Wait, so you're...
Yeah. Funny, isn't it? What was his name? Shadowlard? I don't know when he created it. It was probably when the real me came to this prison for an inspection. But it doesn't matter now. Would you oblige me at all?
thought you'd say that. That's why I brought someone else to convince you.
I wish to ask this of you as well, Adol.
Parks?
Whoa.
What are you doing here?
I recall Parks mentioning that he was friends with Marius.
Marcus Claudius Germanicus. That is the name of one of the most celebrated, revered people in the Roman Empire. Marius is, with all due respect, a homunculus of that man.
I'll be.
What?
It all makes sense.
What makes sense?
What are you talking about?
Marius is a homunculus of the current Emperor of Rom.
What? He is? But if you're his friend, then who are you, Parks?
I regret I had to keep it a secret from you all. But my real name is Lindheim.
And that's who?
I was formerly only the cardinal of the church, but now I am also Governor General of Glea.
But weren't you supposed to be missing?
He's not missing. We found you.
No, Lindheim.
I knew you weren't just some old man, but I can't say I saw this coming.
I didn't.
When I went to inspect the prison, I saw an inmate who looked just like His Majesty. I thought my eyes were deceiving me, so I investigated as an undercover prisoner. But I had no idea he was a homunculus.
It was my fault you went through all of that, Lindheim.
Nonsense. It was my choice.
Okay.
I couldn't turn a blind eye to His Majesty, even if you're not precisely the same person. I figured Adol needed to hear this to understand your reasoning.
I believe Shadowlord has some kind of control over me. After we escaped, I knocked Adol out and returned to the prison with him. In the same vein, I think it prevents me from ending my own life. I may not be a real Imperial Knight, but it'd be nice to go out like one. That's why it needs to be you, Adol. You're the only one who can do this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, my friend. This'll be the last time I take advantage of your kindness.
Because you'll be dead, so.
All right, Adol. Don't...
Goodbye. He gone. Well, so now we've killed the clone of Emperor.
Marius's body is glowing.
Going bye-bye.
Yeah. It's been fun. Adol, can I say one more thing? Before
You just did. You just did say one more thing.
your adventures, you save people's lives. You lead them. Give them courage.
Okay.
You discover the unknown. And little by little, your actions change the world. I'm sure
They've changed the world.
that you'll come to understand the meaning of this someday.
I hope so.
When you find the answer, tell it to the real me. Would you? I'm sure that wisdom will help the world. Find the one who's behind this. You have to stop him. Thanks for being my friend. We had a good...
Okay. Poof. He got him with sword stayed.
Adol.
What's he doing? Are you over here?
Thank you, Adol.
What's he doing?
I know. I'm positive he felt the same way.
Yes.
We're all depending on you to make his final request a reality.
Okay.
He was one hell of a guy, but I guess I shouldn't be surprised.
The one who's behind this? He must have known about Zola.
So he was the Emperor.
I had no idea that you were the Governor General, Parks. I hope we didn't do anything to offend you.
Of course you didn't. And I'm the one who owes you an apology.
Hey.
Forgive me for keeping this a secret from all of you.
You don't have to.
I know she doesn't like the guy trying to figure out how to shift.
I hope you will find the sincerity in my words, despite my prevarication.
Yes, I do.
I'm very glad to have met you all, though I wish it were in different circumstances. With that, I should also be on my way.
Bye.
No.
Yeah, the dandelion never would have been possible without you. You're the one who started it, Governor General or not.
And I believe it would be in your best interest as Governor General to see this through.
It is handy having you around. And maybe you could keep those nosy soldiers in check. Well, not that someone like Belger would pose much of a threat.
You are all very convincing. Very well. I shall remain at the Dandelion.
Woohoo!
Though I may return to my office occasionally to tend to my many long overdue affairs.
Just a few.
Yes.
But are you sure about this? My allegiance lies with Rom.
Of course we are. To us, you're still Parks, not the Governor General.
I understand. I shall be sure to remember that.
Did he? The sword stayed. Okay. Oh, Warlord Elixir received. Huh. Okay. I'm going the right way. Oh yeah. I'm gonna get to the next spot.
Something's here.
Something's there.
Oh my goodness. So we gotta fight all that. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the stream here. And the two superstars of the stream are going to be Kevin Hernandez Gaming and Dilithium. I'd like to thank everyone for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.